John Legend, Sheryl Crow, Elvis Costello, and Alanis Morissette star in the MGM Plus original series, Words and Music. Iconic artists share intimate performances and the stories behind the songs. Series premiere on November 30th, only on MGM Plus.
In Walmart's Huluville, everyone ready their cart. Amazing Black Friday deals are about to start. Online and in the app, such great deals to explore. Everything you love from tech, toys, and more. The days to save and the ones to remember. It's only the 25th to the 30th of November. Set your alarms. Don't miss out. These deals are epic, without a doubt. The Who's are all ready, but are you? Walmart Black Friday deals await. Who knew?
It's Deprogram, the podcast where we try to get you into a band. That's right, we've done all the work for you. All you have to do is press play and listen. And you could say, I'm band curious. I've tried to get better at saying what this podcast is. I am band curious. My friends like bands. I want to know why they like the bands. And to do that, I go dive headfirst into said band, and then we're going to talk about it. And on the other side of this, there's going to be a top 10 circuit list for you to get into the band as well. And today we could let her cry. We could say it's time for it to you only want to be with me. I don't know. I don't know. Today we're talking about Hootie and the Blowfish. And we were talking a little bit about this beforehand, Christian, about how like you're really kind of falling into these bands where it's like we're defending their honor in a way. Like it's like a revisit and hey, these guys shouldn't be the joke that they are. So talk to me about Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it really makes me question my taste in music that I seem to be on a load of these bands. Yeah, Hootie and the Blowfish. So back in 94, I was in university and, 94, what a great year for music. And someone who had similar taste to me said, oh, song of the year. What? Hootie and the, I won't say which song now, but song of the year, Hootie and the Blowfish. And I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. And I listened to it and I was like, wasn't really that kind of interested initially. And then I don't know how, but I got played the album. It might have been on like a road trip or something, and one of my friends got the album, and then listening to the album and kind of other songs other than that song, and you probably guess, which there's probably only two songs it could be, but having listened to the album, it kind of tapped into a sort of a subgenre that I liked. So I was very much an alternative kid. I'd sort of come from pop to metal to the grunge era and that kind of grunge and post-grunge, but there was a kind of there was a little pocket of my taste that was a little bit softer, a little bit more melodic, and I'm not entirely sure what I call it, but I'm thinking sort of Counting Crows, Gin Blossoms. Yeah. It was sort of perhaps what I might call jingle jangle.
Okay. I get it. Though.
Sort of, REM. Mm-hmm. Teenage Fan Club, that kind of melodic, acoustic guitar driven, semi-alternative rock, and it really fitted in with those bands, and I really liked it. Interestingly enough, talking about jingle jangle, that phrase was of course famously used in Mr. Tambourine Man by the Byrds, and I learnt this morning apparently David Crosby sings backing vocals on Hold My Hand. So a little bit of a full circle there. So yeah, they kind of fell into that wheelhouse, as I say, very much alongside Counting Crows, Jim Blossom's, that kind of melodic, semi-alternative stuff. I mean, alternative for us in the UK because they weren't particularly mainstream here. Because as I've talked on previous episodes, mainstream at that time in the UK was more Britpop and dance. Right. I think it may have been a bit more mainstream and a bit less alternative for you guys in the States. But yeah, so that's kind of how I got into them. For me, it's very much about Darius's voice. I mean, I've said before, I think I said about Elizabeth Stokes and the Beths, she could sing the phone book and I'd listen, and it's very much the same with him. I absolutely love his voice. But that's not to take anything away from the rest of the band as musicians. I really like Mark as a guitarist. The drummer is a musician's drummer. I think he actually apparently wrote quite a lot of Hold My Hand, or perhaps all of it. I don't know. He definitely had a strong involvement in writing that, which obviously one of their biggest hits. And Dean, typical bassist, he's the quiet man, but he does that and he underpins the kind of the rhythm section. So I love Darius and I love his voice, but yeah, I think they're a really good, real rounded band as well.
So we talked briefly as you came in, Cory, like
yeah.
the duality of this show. Like,
dude,
this
right?
panel last did Suicidal Tendencies. The two of you guys got together for Suicidal Tendencies.
That episode gave birth to this.
And literally, we were talking about it afterwards, and Christian threw out Hootie and the Blowfish, and you were like, yeah, it's funny how this works out, but talk to me about what makes you say yes to Hootie and the Blowfish.
Well, to Christian's point, Darius Ruckers would get you there, right?
Right.
And I kind of so growing up in the 90s, not to date either of us, Christian, but Hootie was kind of like, that's what you heard at the pool in the 90s, but you didn't know what the hell was going on. Yeah. You didn't understand what Hootie and the Blowfish was, but somehow everybody heard Cracked Rear View in like their parents' car.
Yep.
So that's kind of the genesis of it. And then you realize kind of later on in life who they are and where they came from. Darius Rucker, Miami Dolphins fan, poor dude. So they just kind of, when it came up in conversation, we were doing tendencies, it just made me think of like being a loser preteen at the pool, kind of just trying to look cool on the diving board, and this dude's playing in the background. So I was like, oh, what the hell? I'll give it a shot. And it was fun, man. It was fun. Like, this was it wasn't like a discovery for me, but a lot of the stuff I haven't heard other than the main ones. Right. So it was cool to kind of dive in a little bit.
So I'm somewhere right with you guys. I think I'm for sure a hair older than you. Christian and I are probably somewhere around the same age. But like this band was like everywhere for a minute at one point. So like while they weren't necessarily at the forefront of, like you were saying, like you don't really know what's going on, but you're aware.
Who are these dudes?
Who are these dudes? And I mean, Only Want to Be With You hits, and it's everywhere, and you kind of dig it. And then Beavis and Butthead get a hold of the band. And with a little love, plop, plop, and some tenderness, splash. And, of course, I love that because I love Beavis and Butthead. But also, like, they're ripping them apart. But it's also, like, kind of, at that time, it was kind of like Weird Al doing your song.
Right.
Like, it shows that you made it. If Beavis and Butthead are making fun of your band.
Sure.
You've made enough of a splash that MTV is showing your videos enough that they want Beavis and Butthead to make fun of it. So much like everybody in America and apparently Wales, I listened to Crack Review. I think I had it on cassette and like I wore that thing out, and then like I moved on. I just was like, whatever. I vaguely remember Fairweather Johnson hitting the airwaves. I vaguely remember like the rollout of it and everybody kind of being like done with them.
Yeah, whatever.
Right. And because kind of to your point, Christian, they weren't alternative here. Like they got pitched as alternative.
Yeah.
But they're really, God, to localize it, they're the point. They're not 96X.
Yes. Pool music.
Yeah. Exactly. Pool music. It's
suburban Caucasian outdoor activities.
And that's exactly, and we'll talk deeper about this while when it comes up, but I feel like Only Want to Be With You is both the best and worst thing that ever happened to them. And we will definitely dive into that. But yeah, man, like, so when this comes up, I'm like, sure, I'll take the dive. And Christian goes, it's only like whatever it was, 6 records. So like, it's like
not a lot.
60 songs. It's like, okay, cool. Like I can finally fill in the gaps of what the hell Hootie has been up to, because of course, like everybody, I thought Darius was Hootie and the band was the Blowfish.
Right. That's what we all thought.
Like 99.99% of the population. Yeah,
Right.
I think that.
So, I mean, they did it to themselves, which I guess, before we get to the next part of the conversation, Christian, we have to address this while we're here. Is that part of what makes them the joke, do you think? Being called
I don't think,
Blowfish?
I don't think it helps. I mean, I don't like the name myself. I mean, I don't know whether you know the story, but apparently it was 2 college friends. So Darius and Mark met in college, and they 2 guys that they knew. I don't know if they were friends or just other people in college. There was a guy with like really massive round glasses, which made him look like an owl, and another guy with really big puffy cheeks. So like the owl was Hootie and the other guy was the Blowfish. It was 2 guys on campus that they just named, and then whatever possessed them to go, yeah, let's name our band that. I mean, it's one of those, isn't it? It's like you call yourself something when you're trying to make it because you'll get attention, and it probably did get some attention. And then when you actually do make it, you go, oh God, why did we call ourselves that?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like Leonard Skinner.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's some of the names that Nirvana kind of trialed. I can't remember off the top of my head, but you read about some of the names that Kurt wanted to call Nirvana before they settled on Nirvana. It's like, oh, I'm so glad they didn't because it would have been, hideous. But I don't think the name is a bit kind of goofy. Talking about only that's really interesting what you say about Only Want to Be With You being the best and the worst thing that happened. I think that's absolutely right. I mean, we talk about this band kind of having like a backlash, and I just think they fall in a category of bands where it seems like the worst thing that you can do is have 1 or 2 absolutely massive singles, because then everybody rails. It's what we talk about often on this podcast, which is the overplayed effect, which is what turns us off actually objectively good songs. And I think we've done one episode on about a year ago live, like Lightning Crashes or whatever, and then it's the Lightning Crashes guys, it's the Throwing Copper guys, when actually digging under the surface, I personally think they're a really good band, and I think we kind of brought that out in that episode. Other bands which I'm not as keen on, but I think similar sort of things have happened to sort of Smash Mouth, Sugar Ray, maybe. I mean, both of those
Sugar
bands
Ray,
I think had big massive singles, and then everybody kind of going and I think it's almost like the worst thing you could do is explode, but then not be able to. It doesn't happen to everybody, but not be able to kind of then get away from that backlash of they're you're hearing them everywhere, and then that becomes the kind of the weight around their neck. You're hearing them everywhere, so suddenly everybody turns against you, and I think that's what happened. And sometimes it kind of gets in the way of what the band is actually about. But yeah, coming back to your point, that name difficult to take them seriously.
So you pointed this out, Christian, right before we went on, like, because this is different. Like, it's semi-discovery for both Cory and I.
Yeah.
Whereas you're kind of the fan here, kind of stepping up, going, "Hey, let's talk about this band." So when it comes time to start putting your list together, again, it's only 60 songs. Is this something that kind of comes together quick, or is this something you really have to work on?
It was one of those where I had too many. Sometimes there's like 10, 12, 14 locks, and then you're kind of filling the gaps. With this one, I had so my kind of the way I work is I give everything a rating out of 5, and then I see like how many fives, how many fours have I got? Does that take me to the 20? Okay, then what are the best threes? With this, I had more than 20 fours and fives, so I am a fan of the band. Um, but in terms of actually a strategy, I didn't really have one. It was kind of like it was. I liked what I liked. Out of the records, the only one I didn't know as much. I kind of jumped off before Looking for Lucky. So I did try and get one in, and I did succeed in getting something in from Looking for Lucky. But no, it was just a meritocracy, really. It was I knew the first four records really, really well, and it was just picking out the ones that stood out for me, and then trying to, it's that horrible thing about getting down from 23 or 24, and it's like choosing between your children.
So, not to get too into the weeds on it, life happened for you, Cory. Like,
Yeah, a lot.
this was like a months long process.
Yeah.
But once you sit down for it, is it something that you kind of blast through, or?
It was because I didn't have any. This is probably the band that I've done where I had the least emotional connection to it. So I wasn't going to die on a hill for any one of them. You know what I mean? It wasn't like The Doors. It wasn't like Tendencies. It wasn't like the Goo Goo Dolls or whatever. I went in, obviously, the couple, the handful. But other than that, it's just kind of like, okay, what stands out to me? And that's kind of how I formulated my list. I also didn't really know kind of what was what's out at the time, the big ones, but other than that, I had zero knowledge. I shouldn't say zero, but very minimal. So I just kind of was like, all right, if this jumps out to me, I carry it on. And this was the easiest list I've put together. And that's not knocking
For sure,
the band at all. I'm not shitting on them. I'm just saying I didn't have the emotional ties coming in that like Christian does.
Yeah. And, with a band like this, that usually works in your favor, especially, again, to keep pointing out, there's only 60 songs.
Right.
I'll say this. I had a blast and a breeze going through my first pass.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, like, again, it's kind of just erasing, however many at this point, 35 years of jokes, 30 years of jokes, however many, like, just going, oh yeah, they stink. Ha ha ha.
Right.
The Dolphins made him cry. Ha ha ha.
And still are.
Yeah.
Still are. He thought it was bad then. Jesus Christ.
But, like, you get into Fairweather Johnson, and I was rather impressed with Fairweather Johnson,
dude.
actually.
Yeah.
And then, the other record, the couple records after that, I was like, okay, like, they settle into a groove, and it's like, okay, I understand what this band is.
Right.
And then you pointed out Looking for Lucky. When I got to Looking for Lucky, I was like, oh shit, like, I got wrapped back in.
Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck, cool. Like, not that I wasn't paying attention for those other records, but like, I just got roped back into a point of, okay, this is going to be harder than I thought.
Yeah, and it's also like, for me, I was like, wow, Hootie put out an album my junior year in high school.
Yeah.
What the hell was I doing other than not paying attention, clearly?
Yeah, not listening to the point.
Not a lot. By that point, I had moved on from the pool, you know?
So, like, I don't know, like, there was definitely, like, cuts that were like,
Yeah.
And Christian and I were talking about beforehand, like, ultimately the conversation is how much of Cracked Review gets through, because
Yep.
it's very much like Live. It's very much like Everclear, like, where that is the jumping off point, period, end of story. Like,
Absolutely.
it is really a great record. And to prove that point, I went to go, as always, I like to listen. I don't know why I do this to myself. I try to listen to as much of the playlist as possible before we record. And so I'm listening to Cracked Review, and I'm looking at my list and going, I don't have that one. I don't have that one.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Uh-huh.
Like,
I know, dude.
Uh-oh. So, to echo your point, Cory, this was rather easy as one of these things can be.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
I think that if you would have had, another day where you're like doing exactly like what I was doing, you would have been like, shit, maybe I should make this change.
Oh, yeah. There were still a couple that I was like, oh, man. But it wasn't, I didn't have the horse in the race, so to speak.
This all makes for what could be an interesting list building, Christian. It seems like it seems like one of those things where like it's going to be very agreeable, but we may not get a lot through unanimously. So based on everything that's been said so far, what do you think? How well do you think we're going to do here?
Yeah, this is the first. This is kind of the first one that I've done where I'm kind of flying solo as the fan with, as you say, with that kind of prior knowledge. So I mean, I don't know. I think that might lead to a low score. I'm. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what you guys are gonna get out of the band and where you're gonna land. So, I'm gonna go 4.
Okay. 4's still a good score. What do you think, Cory?
I'm going to go right down the middle like Brandon Aubrey. Give me 5.
I mean, it feels like 1, 2, 3, 4 at least seem to be like absolute
Right.
no question
Locks.
home runs.
Yeah.
So 4, 5. All right, I'm gonna double Christian, because if I'm gonna win, I want it be because we did really well. I'm gonna go with 8.
Let's go. Let's go.
And again, I don't want to win.
Wow.
I don't like that kind of.
You're not supposed to say that, though, man.
Oh, I say it all the time.
I know,
John
I know.
always calls me out on it too. He's like, you can recuse yourself. Yeah, I could, but I'm not
Right.
gonna.
Right. Play to win, man. You play to win the game. Herm Edwards.
Yeah, you play to win the game. Now, sometimes I do play to win, but I don't. Kind of to your point, like with Hootie, I feel like I'm going to be okay with most of the list anyway.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to have a huge fight. So, if I'm winning, it's because we did really well.
Right.
So that's the way I tackle these situations. In case anybody thinks, like I don't know what they might think in that situation. All right, we're going to take a quick pause, and on the other side of it, we're going to play the game. Jack, it's programmed.
No one should have to choose between their own safety and their pets. But nearly half of domestic abuse survivors delay leaving because they can't bring their pets with them. Purina is helping to create more pet-friendly domestic violence shelters through the Purple Leash Project, so survivors and their pets can escape and heal together. Visit Purina.com/purple to learn more.
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay, oh, Hilton stay.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. Enjoy comfortable rooms and friendly service when you stay with Hilton instead. Save up to 25% this season when you book with Hilton. Hilton for the stay. Terms apply.
And with that, the name of the game is Deprogrammed. The three of us have combed through the Hootie and the Blowfish discography and plucked out 20 songs that we're now going to match together in an attempt to create a top 10 starter kit list for you in case you have never given this band the time of day. I'm starting here because it's the only thing that makes sense, even though it isn't my favorite Hootie and the Blowfish song. It is easily their most known. It was their breakout hit. It is the dolphins making him cry. It is it's a really cool, fun video that shows them being goofy. It's I Only Want to Be With You.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You kind of have to, right? Like I know I framed it as, it's the best and worst thing that ever happened to them, and I'm perfectly content with this not being like the one. As a matter of fact, I think it's probably better if it's not. We'll get to that part eventually. There we go. Spotify caught up with me. But it is a great tune, and I'm glad that this show came around so I could listen to it again and be like, oh yeah, it has nostalgia factor, but it also is just a fun tune.
Yeah.
I think if they don't have this song though, like, yes, they don't break out the same way, but I think we just look at them as like just a good rock band.
Yeah, more than likely. It sounds like 1994 though, yeah?
For sure.
So much.
For sure.
Much. Makes me want to go to Kmart, dude.
What was it?
Can I say,
Go ahead.
Because it nearly didn't make it for me.
I
It
get that too.
it was a late entry because, and I think it was that kind of overplayed. And do you know what brought it back in is, believe it or not, I'd never seen the video until I started researching for this.
Really?
And like you said about poor Darius Rucker as a Dolphins fan, well, full disclosure, I'm a Dolphins fan. And genuinely, for years and years and years, I never realized it was that Dolphins.
Oh.
I thought it was like the
that actual dolphins made him sad sea creatures.
Snowflake. Yeah, the actual dolphins. And then I saw the video and I was like, oh my god, it's the GOAT, it's Dan Marino, like, and then the cherry on top, Freddie Couples, who's like one of my all-time favorite golfers as well. I was like, two of my favorite sportsmen in the same video. Like, what am I doing? And I know I shouldn't pick it for the video, but it made me kind of go back to the song and rethink it. And I think stepping back from that overplayed, I was like, yeah, as you said, Justin, it's objectively, it's a really good song.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good song. And did you realize it got them sued as well?
Oh,
apparently.
Really?
Yeah, put on a little Dylan sitting on the fence, and then they reel off like practically a whole verse. And apparently, there was a bit of an argument about that. I don't know, but that's what I read. That's what I read. That's what I read anyway. No, it's it is an objectively good song
and fun to revisit.
Yeah.
And what's funny, yes, like overplay happened for sure in the 90s. But mostly Hootie has kind of disappeared off the face of the planet here. My guess is we've probably heard other Hootie and the Blowfish songs, like while we're at the grocery store, that we didn't realize was them.
Oh yeah, dude. Perfect place for them.
Yeah, I would bet. Like
perfect place for them.
So
Walmart radio.
Yes.
Now playing.
Now, come on.
All right, so there we go. Only Want to Be With You, of course, is in. Christian.
Okay, I've just at this point realized that I have absolutely no idea of what I'm going to play. So I'm going to do a Justin, and I'm going to kick off with an album one, track one. I think it's really overshadowed because the three songs that follow it are massive singles, but I think it's a great song in its own right. Hannah Jane.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It really kicks off the album. It's a bit of a rocker. It's got some good harmonies. It's up tempo. Yeah, it's solid.
It kind of set my mind at ease, because I'm not gonna lie. Like when you guys said Hootie and the Blowfish, part of my heart sunk. Like,
I mean, I get it. I kind of just went along. I was like, okay.
I'm not,
I'm glad to be on the ride, though.
Yeah, for sure. But for all the things we've already talked about, like, right. I was like, uh-oh. Like,
the hell am I getting into?
Is this going to be one of those things where I'm going to be like, I really don't like the band and I have to pretend? Which hasn't, to be fair, I don't think happened, but maybe once. And usually I can explain why I didn't enjoy my time with the band. But anytime you can it confirmed what I thought they were, but also told me that what I thought they were isn't as bad as I thought it was, if any of that makes sense. I know that's a lot of words.
No, it does. It does. I think as we've said, this album it's pretty safe.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty safe. Also, Hannah spelled the same way, forwards and backwards.
Yes.
So
palindrome.
Here's my nugget of bullshit.
Sometimes you see it like in front of you on the screen. It's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I never caught that.
How about that? I wonder if people that named their daughter that realize that.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they did it.
It's not my favorite song, but I just think it as I think, like I said, having heard one song and not been that keen, and then started to hear the album, it was the same kind of thing for me. It's like, oh, actually, this band sounds like I'll like them.
Yeah.
And then,
Right.
The rest of the album then kind of confirmed it. So
Totally. All right. No pressure, Corey. 2 for 2.
Yep, no worries. I'll hang out on Cracked Review as well because we're on a road trip in 94 with Hold My Hand.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
no, not for me.
Okay.
All right.
That was the song I heard, and I didn't see what the fuss was about. Sorry.
It'd be like that. I had to bust up the rhythm somehow. That's what I do.
It's still got a 2, though. I think what happened here is kind of like a nostalgia play for me.
Right.
And I mean, I do like it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to pretend like I don't.
Yeah, I don't dislike it.
Yeah.
It's just it's not in my top 20.
I honestly, if I was willing to do the work, this is probably one I would have dropped for a song that if it comes up later and if it ends up in the bin, I'm going to be really upset. But like,
Right.
I was like, oh, why do I not have this song? So, I don't know, man. Maybe I will or won't regret my decision. Okay, it gets a 2. It gets to hang out, hold my hand, nabs a 2. All right, I'll be the first to jump away, and I'm gonna go to Fairweather Johnson, and I'm gonna do the same thing of taking a track 1. How about Be the One?
Got it.
No, not for me.
Okay. 2 and 2. Boom.
I don't know. I think it contrasts with Hannah Jane as the other track, or as the first album track, but I don't know. There's something not as positive about Be the One than there is about Hannah Jane. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't like the vibes.
Okay. I'd have to give it a re-listen to really connect with what you're saying, but understandable. All right, Be the One gets a 2. Christian.
Okay. Yeah, I think we have to do Crack Review first. There's still some more there to pick away at, but we had to lead off with that. Right, I'm gonna start dipping into my 5s then. So I will also take Fairweather Johnson. She Crawls Away.
That is a no for me, dog.
Unfortunately, that's a no for me as well.
Okay, that's a 5 out of 5 for me. So, see, I thought we might miss.
We hate your song.
Sorry.
I get. I believe Miami's in that. Is that wearing white pants, a Miami sweater? Is in that? And part of the reason I love that, it's a bit country. I love the bridge in that song. The bit people who know it will know. Kind of goes, where were you yesterday? Now that my heart is wide and free. I love that bridge. It's one of my favorite bridges. So that's kind of where I land with the song. But you guys just put it in the trash.
Yes, we did. Yikes.
That happens so much where I kind of I love a song and then it's just like just ripped away from me.
Just crickets.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Cory and I are over here going, yeah, hold my hand.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the trade-offs. What are you going to do? All right. Cory?
All right. I'll make a leap as well. I will be ambitious and jump ahead to musical chairs. How about I Will Wait?
Yeah, I got it.
No, I don't got it.
I'm great at getting almost there.
I mean, that's 3 straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, that would have been in my low 20s. It would have been in the conversation. It was in the conversation for me, but it didn't make it. But no complaints. It's a good song, and it's a good track one.
All right. Boom. All right. I got very few answers to this question when I asked the internet, which I'm not all that shocked about, of course. Like, unfortunately, it's kind of the reason we're doing this is
right.
because people kind of forgot about them. So I'm going to go with, I'm going to paraphrase them, but essentially they said unequivocally this song. So I'm going to go with Tuckerstown.
Got it.
No.
Oh, no. All right. So we might be at 2.
We might be, which is crazy. They said that because I found out like this was through doing the research. This was one of their more well-known tracks. Never heard it until this.
Yeah, I think it was a single. Yeah.
I wasn't at the pool that day.
I know, right? I wasn't walking the mall. So, sorry. Missed it.
No Sabaros.
All right, Christian.
Right, let me see if I can find something that's going to objectively land. Okay, it is another one of my 5s, but I don't know, it might stand out, might be given a go. I absolutely love this song. It's a beautiful song.
Okay. That means we're going to hate it.
It's going in the trash. It is going in the trash. But hey, it's on my list. So it's off self-titled, which is album number 4, Innocence.
Yeah, I got it.
I got it too.
Hey.
Yes. Yes. I would have been so upset if that wasn't at least in the mix. Yeah, what a ballad. Again, a great kind of middle 8. The bit where it goes, and I want you to know that you feel in your soul that someone has come and gone. I love that bit. Yeah, it's they do a lot of good, slow, emotional kind of ballads, and this is up there, possibly my favorite one.
I wish I would have taken more notes to elaborate your point better.
I was going to say, if I had heard the song more than one time, I would be able to contribute more. I can tell you I liked it.
Yeah. I mean, it
great.
It easily stuck out to me on my first go, obviously, and then it stuck out again on the second. So
right.
There was no taking it off the list. So
awesome.
Innocence is in. Boom. It also, it was just doing this just before I hit the pause button to make the song stop. But it does the Hootie thing. Like, they do a lot of great harmonies.
Yeah, they do.
And especially like at the end of a verse going into a middle 8 or going into like a bridge or something, there's like really great harmonies. And like when I hit pause just now, I think that kind of is one of those things that I was looking for in a Hootie the Blowfish song. So, all right. Innocence is in. And Cory.
So,
there's still a couple heavy hitters too.
Yeah, there are. I'll go off of self-titled as well with Deeper Side.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey.
All right. That's interesting. I didn't see
LFG.
No, me neither.
Yeah, I mean, I had a feeling that we were going to be able to find each other on Crack Review, but I thought we were like the 1s and 2s were all going to be in the later records.
Right.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I again, there's a bit. I don't know. I think there's always a bit in a song that I love. I love the bit towards the end. He goes, I think I don't want to say it's a key change because any kind of musos will kind of correct me, but it kind of feels like a key change when it goes, I would give most anything. And then it goes back up, it goes to C, and then it lifts again and it goes into like an instrumental. That's a really cool bit. But yeah, I like Deeper Side.
Boom, just like that. We're at Christian's 4. Like, we can only go up from here.
Mm.
I'm going to throw out a heavy hitter because, if we were lower, I would probably play around in the laters with you guys for longer. But the fact that we haven't gotten here yet, honestly, this one could be the best of the 3 heavy hitters that have come up so far. This is a song that I've come a long way on. Let Her Cry.
Got it.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, what can you say about it? Like, it's kind of beautiful. It's kind of sad. It's kind of beautiful. It's kind of sad.
Right.
You know, like, it just kind of, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like it had the overplay thing, even though it did get quite a bit of play.
Sure.
But I think there is something to it that, like, it was. This goes back to the Only Want to Be With You conversation. Like, I think it's because Only Want to Be With You kept getting played.
Right.
That
This got juice.
That you kind of were like, forget it. Like, I don't want to listen to this song. So, yeah.
I think there are some songs where Darius has got that distinctive voice where kind of it becomes. We talked about this earlier before recording. The band kind of becomes a bit of a parody of itself, and it's one of those voices that people like to. You know, you've done it yourself, Justin. I don't want to be with you.
Yeah.
You know, it's people. And I think songs like that, they don't necessarily showcase Darius's voice. I think songs like Let Her Cry do.
Yes.
There are certain songs where you realize this boy he's got pipes. Do you know what I mean? He can,
for sure.
He can really sing, and this is a great example of that.
Absolutely. I think you nailed it. I think this is, we all kind of alluded to, like, Darius is what brings you in.
Right.
But, like, this is the song that showcases him.
Yeah.
Of those huge hits.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Like, I don't know. That one could be in the conversation for our number one. I don't know. We'll get back to that. But boom, just like that, Cory's 5. No, wait, yes? No? 4?
Yeah, 5. I got 5.
Did
1, 2, 3.
I'm pretty sure we're at 5, and I think I just.
We are, yeah.
Did I forget one? Because I've only got 4. Yes, I did. I forgot to mark Deeper Side.
Yeah.
I forgot to mark Deeper Side on this list because I am so smart.
It'd be like that.
Boom, with still plenty of stuff out there.
There is.
All right. Let Her Cry is in. Christian, where do you want to go?
I could change the vibe, but it feels appropriate while we're on the subject of songs that showcase Darius's voice. I think this is potentially an even better one for that. I saw them live not that long ago, actually. After I think they had a big hiatus after these records that we're talking about, and they released another one in 2019, and then they toured. I think it was just after COVID, and I saw them live, and this song live was immense. He's just Darius. I think it was one of those when the band goes off and has a break. Just Darius, just singing this, and it was absolutely stunning. Goodbye.
Oh no!
I second that.
Oh no!
I apparently said goodbye to goodbye. There's a dad joke.
Was that 2 no's?
I think so, because I don't. Oh, there it is. There it is. I was like, where is that? Well, and so here's the whole corrector view conversation, right? Like, objectively, you're right. Like, I think we all agree, like, pretty much that entire record belongs here. So, you know.
You could do the top 10 list of just that record.
But
yeah,
at some point, something's got to go. And apparently Hold My Hand was much more important for 2 of us.
Yeah, and I feel so shitty because he's got a... Christian has this beautiful personal anecdote of seeing it live, and we're just like, hell with that, man. We want the lame song.
Well, no, I mean, again, it's like, I don't think we're wrong with Hold My Hand, but, like, Hold My Hand is looking like the odd man out already.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So, all right. Interesting.
I don't know. I've got others. I wouldn't put it past you guys to destroy my dreams several more times over the next.
That's what America does, dude.
We're very good at that.
We're just dream crushers.
Yes. All right.
Like the dolphins.
Yes. There you go.
The football team, not the animal.
Yeah,
Yes.
not the mammal.
No.
All
no.
right. Cory.
Okay. I'll do another cracked review as well. While we're here with Running from an Angel.
No.
No.
Something had to go, right?
It did.
See how you like it.
Hey, I like being put in my place every once in a while. So it's all good, man.
Let's see. For the record, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 already in, 4 twos. So there's still room for, as it is, all the twos would go in. So, as a matter of fact, all the twos would go in, and then the 10th pick would be Cory's. But there's still plenty out here. So, I'll come back to Fairweather Johnson. How about Old Man and Me?
Yep.
No.
Okay. This is, I think this is just coming back to like the two new guys hearing this band for the first time.
Right.
Yeah, but do you know what's interesting is that there's not been many ones.
Yeah.
That you two have, even though I've not had them, you two have hit on a lot of things together. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
There's something there.
Yeah. And we'll tackle that as we get onto this next layer. But Old Man and Me, still alive, gets the 2. Christian.
Oh. Okay. Something again. I'll try and pick something that's not necessarily my favorite song, but something I think stands out. What about Michelle Post from Musical Chairs?
Negative. For me?
Nope. Can't save you, man. Sorry. But I feel like that's where we are. So.
That's fine.
It's a handicap match at this point.
I mean, I didn't have an anecdote. I didn't have, it's
I don't
fine.
feel so bad then.
Yeah,
I'm playing, I'm playing safe now. I'm putting forward songs that I don't give a shit about.
at least at that part of the list. I don't want to be hurt anymore.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Cory?
All right. Musical Chairs, Answer Man.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Holy shit.
All right.
All right.
I didn't have that down as a unanimous.
I mean, technically,
But-
I think I already said this. I wouldn't have either. Like anything in the later. I scrolled past it somehow. There it is. It does the Hootie thing, and for that, like it's like, yeah, I can be on board with that. Answer Man, and just like
Yeah.
that,
It's catchy. It's up tempo.
yes. There we go. Just like that. I mean, my 8 doesn't. I mean, we probably won't get there, but it doesn't seem out of the realm.
No, it doesn't.
Because now we got 6, and now I got to start stressing and sweating about, am I going to win? And we officially have a conversation now, because something is going to have to get cut, because we've got 5 twos. So, Answer Man was Cory. Let me make sure I mark it everywhere. Yep. Back around to me. Shoot, I guess I'm going back to Fairweather. How about Sad Caper?
I'm sitting here in a room with you in America, so yes.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wow.
all right.
Wow. Well. Start really sweating here in a minute.
You play to win the game.
Yeah, I know, right? Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it. Right. Let me find this on here. Sad Caper. Track 2. Oh, 2:49. I didn't even clock that, but I bet you that had part of it. 2 minutes and 49 seconds. I mean, nothing's worse if you're trying to turn somebody onto a band, and then you give them some 7-minute.
Yeah. Hey, here's Freebird.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, if that's what the band is, that's what the band is. But also, here, let me give you something radio length to listen to. So,
yeah, Music League. I haven't played Music League for a long time, but you see like 8 minutes. Like, oh God.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that if downvotes are on, that's getting a downvote.
The Doors have a lot of those.
I don't have 8 minutes for that.
Yeah.
All right, Sad Caper was me. So Christian.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna play this next song. I'm a bit worried to do it because I'm coming back to a song that I'm kind of emotionally attached to.
Oh boy, time for us to ruin it for you.
Yeah. It's yeah, I believe it's about, not to get too heavy, I believe it's about Darius losing his mum at a young age.
I hope we have this one.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know. And I remember having it. I didn't even play it deliberately for. I remember it was on in my room at college, and a friend of mine who'd lost a parent at a young age as well kind of heard it and just went, "Can you put it off?" It was hitting too hard. I think it's an amazing song. And that's probably a cue for it going in the trash, but let's give it a go anyway. Not Even the Trees.
Fuck. No.
Apparently, I hate Darius Rucker's mom.
I know, right?
Oh,
It was
man.
one of my final cuts, though. I always keep track of my final cuts. It was one of them.
That was one of the two that I heard before going on that I was going to try to make space for. God bless.
R.I.P. Mrs. Rucker.
I know. Ugh.
Yeah. I believe that's the story anyway. But yeah, if you listen to it about he came it's almost like a letter to God or something, like he came down and he took her too soon or something like that. It's really strong. You can really feel it in the song, but it's not getting in, guys.
Feel it enough or give a shit.
I know.
No.
And you know
but I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna give up playing anything that I care about. So
you know what sucks?
I should have learnt my lesson earlier on.
Cory and I both came into this going, yeah, this is like one of our easiest lists.
Right, and one of Christian's hardest, and we're just here taking a dump all over it.
Damn it, man. Oh God, no. All right. Cory.
Okay. I don't know if we've traveled to Looking for Lucky yet or not, so I'm going to go ahead and do that with State Your Piece.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I have it.
Holy shit.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I think you got an extra laugh there out of Cory because he saw my face. Oh, no. I mean, look, man, I'm glad that we're here. I'm glad
No,
we're
you're not.
But to have this pressure now is, oh no. Oh no. Again, like, I mean, I didn't see that one coming, but it kind of did the thing. Like, immediately was like, it put me back into chasing what Hootie and the Blowfish is.
Right.
And I was like, oh yeah, cool. Yeah, man. Like, again, not that I checked out, but like, it was like a stronger, did you say this one came out in 2019, Christian? Looking for Lucky?
No. Looking for Lucky was the last one before they kind of had a bit of a hiatus, and Darius went off and did like Grand Ole Opry and all that kind of stuff, right. Wagon Wheel and Nashville and all that kind of stuff. But this is the last one of the run, okay. I think.
But yeah, we weren't parents when that record came out.
Right. And one of my kids is in college. Like,
right.
Get that one out there. Oh wow. But yeah, man. I got nothing else to say about that. I don't want to, belabor the point. Boom, just like that 8. I mean, I think we got one last round on us before we dump out. And not that I think this is necessarily unanimous, but we haven't gotten here yet. Like, wild that this hasn't come up. It's a huge hit. Time.
Got it.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Boom. Just like that. Pressure's off, boys.
That's why you played that one.
I mean, now whatever happens.
Yeah.
the rest of the way. Again, like, this is one of those. This, and we already talked about Let Her Cry, but like, if Only Want to Be With You doesn't happen, if this is the hit and it's just like a sub hit, like not as massive, I think this conversation is completely different. I think we're looking at this band as just a really good rock band.
But we don't get Dan Marino in a music video.
Also true.
Also true.
I'm Freddie Couples.
And Freddie Couples.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, fellas. A 9. Wild. All right.
You look so much happier now.
Yes. The weight is off. The weight is so much off me. All right. Christian.
Right. Shall I play one of my mum's favorite songs?
Oh,
the one
God.
that every time I say the word Hootie and the Blowfish, she sings the first line of? Nah, not doing that. I'm too scarred for that. So I will instead play something far more far less emotionally charged. I love this city. I was there 3 weeks ago, and the song's not bad either. Las Vegas Nights.
Oh, no. I don't have that one.
I've got it.
Hey.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go. 2 instead of all the way into the bin. Boom and boom. All right. I think I missed one here on this list. Yes, I did. State Your Piece was the one I missed. I got it on all the other ones, not on the official one. All right. Cory?
Okay, so the last one I will play. You know what? I'll go off of self-titled with Space.
Yeah.
Yep.
No way.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
Well, all right. I'll see you guys later.
I know. Yeah, we're done here. I mean,
Episode done.
it's possible that there's more out there and we're going to have to make cuts.
Right.
But I'll say this. I clearly, by my guess I never would have guessed that Hootie and the Blowfish would have been a perfect 10 band for us. Like, meaning we land the 10. There's no cuts that are going to need to be made unless we go over now.
Right. I've never been a part of an episode like this. This is exciting.
I know. It's the opposite of Wasp was a 0.
Yeah, I know. I know.
That's crazy.
I still think about that once a day. One of my favorite bands.
None of us could come together. Just wild.
That was my Christian episode.
I know, right? You were the one getting hurt there.
Yeah.
All right. Boom, boom, boom. This is the perfect time for the dump out too. Like, it would have to be walk-offs to get us up and over the 10. At least Hold My Hand is dead in the water. I think it's pretty safe to say that we're not going to be making any exceptions to get that in. All right. I only have a few left here. I'll start up at the top of my list. How about Silly Little Pop Song?
Nope.
All right. Wishing?
Nope.
Nope.
All right. Let me mark this. Boop. Usually I do it beforehand, but there's somebody in. I didn't want any cheating happening, or at least perceived cheating. All right. Wishing is a 1. Bluesy Revolution?
Negative.
Nope.
Man, I saved all the best ones for the bin, eh?
Right.
I'll say this, like with Bluesy Revolution, I feel like they went to like a blues thing a lot in these musical chairs going forward, and I didn't want to disregard it.
Right.
Which is how I landed with that one. Only 2 left. The Killing Stone?
That one I do have.
Hey.
No. It was quite high on my looking for lucky list, but no.
I'll take a 2 there, even though it doesn't stand a chance because there's no room for it. And then last but not least, a smile.
Nah.
No.
All right. Boom. 1. Right. I'm circling the 10 because that's what it is. Like, we don't have to make any cuts, but just to clear out your list there, Christian.
Okay, so I'm going to go in. Oh, still some bangers left. I'm going to go in order. Look Away.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. I nearly played that. Same, very similar vibes to kind of Heart Spark Dollar Sign when we did the Everclear episode about sort of a relationship that's frowned upon by society or a parent. But anyway, Earth Stopped Cold at Dawn.
No, good song though.
1 by 1.
Nope.
Closet Full of Fear.
Nope.
And just so I can give a shout out to my mum, who loves this song, and whenever I say the words Hootie and the Blowfish, she just goes, "Hello again." Only Lonely.
That one I do have.
Oh, there we go.
What's funny is I thought I did have that one. I remember I was looking at the list, and I mean, obviously, I just read down it and didn't have it. So that's a 2. Not that it necessarily matters for anything, but Christian's well-being.
Yeah, but just let the record reflect that I prefer Christian's mom to Darius Rucker's mom.
All right, let me shift that, and then we will get Cory's remaining tracks.
I only have one.
I was going to say, you shouldn't have much.
Literally one song.
Which one?
Off of Fairweather Johnson's So Strange.
Oh, there you go. Boom. I want to make mention of this song because this was the other song I was listening to right before we went on for Cracked Review, Drowning. Nobody brought it up, so like I don't feel as bad. But
it was a late cut.
Yeah. Like I was listening
to it
beforehand, and I was like, man, I really want to make room for that. And I guess like looking at my list, there's a couple there that I could have done away with to make room for that. But who wants to do the work at the very last minute? But speaking of work, there is no work to be done. We hit an exact 10, which lately that's never a thing. Usually we go up and over and have to make cuts. So we made the perfect 10. This really can't be any better. Let me run it down, and then we'll crank up the heat. So we got Only Want to Be With You, Hannah Jane, Innocence, Let Her Cry, Deeper Side, Answer Man, Sad Caper, Time, State Your Peace, and Space. I read those 10 to you, Christian, and which one do you think is the one?
Oh, interesting. We have both Time and Space.
Hey,
how about that?
Okay. I kind of agree with you that Only Want to Be With You shouldn't be because it's too predictable and it'll get slammed in the end of year.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso. Gift magical mornings with Nespresso Virtuo Pop. Compact and stylish, Virtuo Pop is made to meet every morning coffee craving. From espresso to coffee, hot or iced, at the click of a button. And celebrate the season with Nespresso's limited edition coffee flavors. Sweet almond and hibiscus, cinnamon and candied tamarind, and festive double espresso. Magic in the making. Shop the holiday gift collection exclusively at Nespresso.com.
I would say Time or Innocence would be my two, but I hear what you said earlier about Let Her Cry as well, and what we said about that being a really good showcase for Darius, which is kind of a key element. So that wasn't helpful, was it? which one? I'll just give you 3.
Well, you owe some get back for just what's happened over the last hour.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, is it one of those 3 that he brought up, Cory, or are you feeling fussed about it?
No, the 2 I had 2. Let Her Cry and Time. Those were the 2 that I felt. Slight lean towards Let Her Cry, but I'm not bummed out if it's Time.
Right. I think I'm in the same place. I'm also not against Innocence.
No, me either.
Because I feel like no matter what we put forward, it's going to get slammed as far as the end of year. I mean, if we're going to make people listen to Hootie and the Blowfish, it might as well be a song that they haven't heard.
Yeah, which is why I'm leaning more towards Time than Let Her Cry, because it wouldn't be as cliched as Picking Only Wanna Be With You, but Let Her Cry is still a really well known single. I think Time was a single, but I think far fewer people will have heard that.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe we go Time then. That way it is a hit, so it's possible that they have heard it, but
right.
Let's go with Time.
I'm with it.
I unfortunately think it doesn't stand a chance, but you never know. This could be the thing that makes somebody go, "Oh yeah, I remember this band. They were
those
pretty good."
dudes. I heard that at the pool.
Those dudes were pretty good.
Yeah.
So let's get that cranked up underneath us, and then I'll run this down one last go, and we'll wrap her on up. All right, Time is our number 1. Only Want to Be With You, Hannah Jane, Innocence, Let Her Cry, Deeper Side, Answer Man, Sad Caper, State Your Peace, and Space rounds out our 10. And with that, let's let Time get a little moment in the sun.
You wash away my grief.
It is a lot of Darius on his own here at the beginning too.
Why you walk away?
It does take a second.
Like a friend with somewhere to go.
It's worth it, obviously, or all 3 of us wouldn't have picked it.
It's a builder, isn't it?
Yes.
It cranks up. It cranks up. Starts quiet and builds and builds and builds.
So I'm gonna go boom, boom, boom. There we go. We have done it. I mean, at worst, hopefully we got you off the fence about them. As far as this is just another one of those bands, you just got to let them be what they are. Like, you shouldn't expect, 10 Only Want to Be With Yous, even though that is what they do. It's not all that they do. And even if it was what they do well. So just let them do what they do well. It's cool if you don't like it, but they're just a good rock band, man. Like, that's all. I mean, is it softer rock? Sure.
But that's okay.
Yeah. The point
that's
exists.
okay, man. Everything you don't have
coast.
to. Yeah, you don't have to run up in everything all aggressive like.
Right. And especially, look, man, I don't know what you thought you were getting from a band where we've already mentioned this. The guy mentions a football team making him cry. Like, what did you expect from this band?
Know how that feels.
So, boom, there we go. You're into Hootie and the Blowfish now. You're very welcome for that. Maybe you want to play along at home. That would be cool. Let us know your list. Depending on where you're listening from, you can leave a comment. If you really want to just hop in, the Discord's the best place to do that. And I'll tell you the easiest way to get into the Discord is by pledging to Patreon. Patreon.com/oh hi Justin. $1 gets you in the door. It also gets you an invite to the Discord server. And you can just hop in there, and there's deprogram chats. There's a Finding Panelists chat. There is a Music League. All that's happening in the Legion of Stupid Discord, and it's fun times had by all. But again, most importantly, you come in there and you say, hey, your Hootie and the Blowfish list ruled, or whatever you think about it. Just come in there and chat about it. A-OK, super cool, would appreciate that. Wherever you're listing, 5 stars and a review would be super helpful as well. Sharing is, of course, caring. Telling somebody that you listen to the show, very helpful. We're on all podcast platforms. So, again, wherever you're listening to it, hit the 5 stars and hit the share link. And, I say this all the time. Sharing is absolutely the best thing that you can do. Tell somebody that you listen to the show, hey, I listen to Deprogrammed, and you should too. And with that, Hootie and the Blowfish, learn them and love them, people. We'll see you next week. Bye.